This is my reaction to across the Rubicons. Buy $1,000 of this meme coin and wait 90 days. SPX 6900.
So this is extremely important. This could be the most important video that you've watched literally
I love it.
whole year, because it has the power. If you understand the one simple concept and framework that I'm going to show you,
Show me,
all
buddy.
the variables and all the facts lined up,
Let's get it.
it's the power to change your life and the generation.
He's just going to shill SPX 6900. That's what I hope.
Believe that.
I'll get a bag. I love it.
Massive volcano of counterculture energy building.
Yep.
I've seen it before. I'm going to show you the examples in this video. This time, it's going to be bigger than ever because of the factors that I'm going to talk you through. And if you understand
Talk me through it, baby.
where this massive eruption is going to land and position yourself there with a bucket,
Let's get
you can
it.
go home with
Stop teasing.
potentially, YouTube's been demonetizing me for outlandish claims, but it's happened before so many times, and I believe it's going to happen again. I got my money where my mouth is. You can go home with millions of dollars. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you exactly
I love
how
it.
much money you would need to invest if this thesis was to play out to get that exact million. So it's not outlandish claims, but it's
Let's do it.
actual math. Now, of course, I'm talking about Murad's favorite coin, the SPX 6900. I'm going to show you why I believe
So this video runs 26 minutes. If it's 26 minutes of him shilling SPX,
going to align into the SPX 6900, and it's going to cross the 100 billion, if not the world's first $1 trillion meme coin. It sounds absurd to you now. You're in the right place. Tune in because I've got
I love
every
it.
fact lined up, ready to show you.
Hook that hopium up to my veins, brother.
If you've heard of SPX 6900 before, but like, okay, but I've already missed that train, I'm going to show you why this train has barely even
The chart's so good.
station. So all aboard, jump on. Let's start from the very top. The cost of living crisis. This is what starts everything, because when we zoom all the way out,
Yep.
people don't know.
This is, if you watch Murad on TikTok, this is kind of what he's talking about. I feel like he's kind of going to do an extended elaboration of all the different theses and what Murad's been saying about SPX 6900
times more expensive than it used to be,
and smaller.
the size. When they go to shop for a house, what their dad or grandpa could have got for $32,000 is now
That's outlandish.
$1 million. This is the downstream effects of all this monetary inflation and
Yep.
literally the government robbing us of the value out of our money. Alex Finn also says college is a scam. Not only is the money supply a scam, but college is also a scam. They are
Cool. What I'm going to do here is just skip through to some good stuff, get to some charts.
the SPX 6900. And a lot of people look at this graph and they'll be like, okay, that looks similar to Bitcoin.
Look at it, just-
It looks like you were right.
So good.
Murad was right. He bought in $200,000. He now owns $50 million worth. Even if you're right, even if this is where all the money is going to land, well, it looks like I missed it. It looks like most of the money is already here. Well,
Billy.
you go back to Dogecoin. This is the quick reference. That's easy.
What does
When it
70
was down
bill?
here at a $6 billion market cap, which is 6 times the current market cap of SPX 6900, people thought
Still did a 10x.
as well. And with the volcano yet to with mainstream and normies not yet in crypto, not only do I think you're not too late, not only does Murad think you're not too late, he
No.
thinks there is a massive asymmetric bet to be made to the degree of literally 100x our money. If we put 10 grand in, we can potentially because YouTube again is taking down my videos for out.
Love it.
But potentially, just
Good.
like Dogecoin did, 100x our money to $1 million from just 10 grand. If Murad is right, if that thesis plays out. Now let me give you
I hope Murad's right.
reasons why I think that thesis will at least almost play out. The total market cap of all meme coins is $52 billion.
That's crazy.
Is almost half of that.
Yeah.
Outside of Shiba, which again is an older cult from the first cycle, that's now $30 billion. So every other meme coin under that is only $20 billion.
Yeah.
Yet, if we close down this little app ad at the top, that doesn't have it up here, the total market cap, here it is, $3.27 trillion for all crypto. And as Murad says, most of crypto are only just culture coins as it is. It really is all meme coins outside of something like Bitcoin. And again, Bitcoin is only as strong as its community. And so
It is. Yeah.
30 billion.
Yeah, that's Murad's take. Murad's take is that Bitcoin is the OG meme coin because a meme coin is just about community. It's about people believing in something.
$10 trillion total, and meme coins earn most of that market share. We're also, which we're going to talk about in this video, pre-critical mass, but only just. And that's why I think this is an excellent time, and this could be the most life.
I almost want to buy some more SPX right now.
That's when things get exponential, and that's just like Bitcoin has.
Actually going to do it.
It's already gone, even though it's probably going to go to 1 million or 10 million a coin. That's still only a 10x and 100x from here over the next couple of decades. We're looking, if you're like me, for a faster timeline than that. Murad says the single most important concept to understand when it comes to meme coins is critical mass. Critical mass is when the project reaches a point where
Just
it
bought
has to produce its own
$150 worth of SPX. Love it.
Steadily approaching that point.
Another $150. Love it.
Soon. That is when we go parabolic. That is when the volcano erupts. Guys, if you follow me here or you don't, if this is the first video you see of me, I'm currently starting to post on Twitter just because we've got some warnings on our YouTube channel. Not only am I starting to post on Twitter, but every person that follows me, I'm going to buy $1 of the SBX 6900 token. So come and follow me.
I'm going to follow him right now.
Link it up in the description below. Also, hit that subscribe button if you don't already on the channel. We follow the biggest brain, best crypto traders in the world. So we see what they're getting into. We track their wallets, we track their portfolios, and we analyze the tokens to see if we want to get in ourselves. If you also want to mirror the results of the best traders in the world, hit that subscribe button. And let's get into this sheet that I made you. So along the top, and I'm going to go through these with examples for you, but basically I've been watching a lot of Murad podcasts and he talks about how these variables.
He's so Murad pilled. I love it.
The best vehicle for receiving the insane power of the counterculture volcano when it erupts. Because historically, although we've had vehicles, something like GameStop that got to $45 billion, it had its flaws. For example, let's just jump straight in. GameStop was, let's stick it to the banks, let's stick it to the hedge funds, let's stick it to the government and the inflated money supply and the rising cost of living. We all want to get rich and we can help each other. We are the big monsters now. However, what GameStop didn't have was decentralized rails, meaning GameStop is literally run on
Robinhood. That kind of...
And what happened to Robinhood? What happened to Webull? What happened to everyone trying to buy GME? They were actually blocked from buying it, which hurt, obviously, the potential of the volcano erupting.
Yeah.
The second thing, which I thought was very interesting, was GameStop stops dilution because it is a stock and because they can issue more stock. They have been issuing more
splits.
stock, guys. 72% of GameStop
they're just issuing stock.
have been issued post 2020, post GME pump, which I actually didn't know, but they are diluting their own shareholders. They're also post critical mass, which means most people, they went real normie mainstream and a lot of people heard about them. Spiritual foundations is debatable. Maybe they do have some. They really no longer have 100x potential and they have not a low risk of dropping 90%. Okay, but let's take one on the other side of this spectrum because GME is sort of a gamble. But S&P 500, let's talk about why that is boring to everybody who is not 50 and above, or everybody who does not have $1 million plus saved. Because this is for someone, say, 30 or just trading.
Okay, let's get in.
That's why things are getting more expensive because the money is getting weaker and weaker. And even if you invest in US stocks, you're either going backwards or just treading water, staying in the same place. And not to say the more obvious thing, this is a Westpac, which is an Australian bank. I've got the average savings by age. Now, the average balance of someone, say, 35. Let's just use that.
Wow.
Watching this, the average age is probably
30 grand.
$30,000 is the average savings. If you put that in the S&P 500, even if it does 10% a year, you're making $3,000 a year.
Yeah.
Monetary inflation just wipes that out.
Eat into it.
To mention, the median balance is $800 a year, which means, okay, most people have $800 a year. If you put $800 in the S&P 500 and you're making 10%, you're making $80 a year. That barely pays for dinner. So people are looking for an alternative, and Bitcoin was this alternative. But if we go back to our lovely chart here, Bitcoin is not pre-critical mass because it got most of its returns already. I mean, Murad actually came from being a massive Bitcoin maxi to being a massive S&P 6900 maxi because Bitcoin has had a massive run-up. It's already being recognized as an official treasury of the United States.
Yes.
Of course, there's a lot of other nations and companies adopting it. It is reaching
Let's
way
keep kicking on.
That same counterculture volcano that erupted, and you put it into an asset that allows marketing your product and less people being able to get in, and therefore you have a way smaller cult which is way less powerful. If you take that same counterculture volcano that erupted.
So we just touched on NFTs, saying that the communities are capped because of the actual amount of people that can own the NFT. and just rolling this into coins.
Inspire other people to get in, just like they think it's a slot machine because someone else made money, that they're going to make money. SPX 6900 is a far superior vehicle than NFTs, yet NFTs hit a $50 billion market cap in a capital market that was way smaller. And then we have something like Housecoin, or you can replace Housecoin here with really
any other meme coin
crypto token. And this is a good one to talk about because there is going to be lots of sell pressure on these tokens. Something like the SPX 6900.
Housecoin.
This right here. This is Murad's criteria for getting a token that has the most diamond-handed holders.
That dog. Leonidas is shilling dog in the comments.
Be selling their tokens. He says buy coins that have undergone multiple 70% sell-offs because, guys, say you hold Housecoin and you bought it down here for pennies at a $2 million market cap and you bought $1,000 worth. Then at 50x's up to the $50 million market cap and you've got 50 grand, you're like, oh, I'm sort of less loyal to Housecoin as I am to 50 grand. Sell. And you create this sell pressure because you're not believing in the mission more than you in your money. So what Murad's saying is after these 70% pullbacks, people who have made their money early, who found the token really early, are out. And their money gets dispersed, not to one holder, but you might sell your 50 grand to 100 holders. And therefore, when they sell, they're less likely to move that market. And that market becomes less and less volatile so that when people buy, there's no sell pressure to match it and it starts going exponential. It starts to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is why he also wants to see coins that have spent a long time under a $10 million market cap to really get the tokens in the hands of people who believe in the mission. Study coins which have people hustling for free, just like the NFTs. Could have only had 5,000 promoting it for free because there's only 5,000 holders.
You need the community making memes, rallying around it.
250,000 holders, and that's only going to grow more and more. And as the sell pressure of something like SPX 6900 continues to leak out, the community's only going to get stronger. And if you want something like Housecoin, you could do really well. You can find 1000x's in the trenches all the time. I like trading the trenches too. But
love it.
Murad talks about 70,000 meme coins are created every single day. And he thinks it's insane. Not long until we have 1 million meme coins created every 24-hour period. And the force, that volcano of everyone's like, you know what? I hate the stock market. Let's go trade memes. It's just going to get diluted.
Memes get hard to trade.
Murad thinks that meme cults will attract 95% of all the value. The motto here is stop trading and
start believing.
Here it is. I'm trying to find it in there. SPX 6900 is going to trillions because it's the first coin since Bitcoin that was able to make a large group of people stop trading, believe in something, and persist.
I will say the trading is fun. It scratches the itch. Any profits go into things like SPX, Fartcoin, Mog.
Because people really do.
But yeah, like, need something to scratch the itch. So you need a portion of the portfolio to kind of do that trenching.
Not only to buy SPX 6900 in 2 clicks of a button, but to trade all meme coins on Solana. That is with archibot.ai.
I'm going to skip over this. Look, SPX, Giga, Mog, love it. He's got Popcat, Harry Potter, Obama's Tonic Tenny, Retardio, Lock-In, Mini, and USA. Look, I've got a bag of Mog. I like SPX. Yeah, look, it's a good list.
These are worth buying and holding for the coming year. Stop trading and
believe in something.
He got in, he mentioned it at a $10 million market cap. Current market cap at time of making it was 500 million. It's now $1 billion. He thinks it's going to a
100x from here.
$100 billion. The Medic ceiling is literally flipping the stock market in the trillions. And so right now, it's made it really easy math. I was going to make you a graphic to show you exactly how much you need to invest to become a millionaire. I mean, the math is pretty easy. So if Murad's thesis plays out and SPX 6900 100x's to the $100 billion level, the biggest meme coin in history, $6 billion past what Doge did, because it is a vehicle that can
it's attainable. Not too much far past what Doge did.
Tokens in order for it to be worth $1 million. Now, if you still think you're too late and you want to get into tokens earlier, make sure you check out our inner circle. We had SPX 6900 submitted by our community at a $12 million market cap. This is just after Murad's suggestion at a $10 million market cap. It's already up an 80x from there. I mean, just this week, we also...
It is very easy to take this. People just absolutely pump calls in and then just pick the ones that win and say that they're really good at making calls. So I always take that with a grain of salt.
From House of Crypto, we track their wallets, we track their portfolios, we track their social media, we track deployer wallets of new projects that are working with these KOLs to get into what influencers do, which allow us to get into something like Gradient or SPX 6900 before it reaches the mainstream. We have contacts like Jimbo, who get in way before Alex Becker at a $500,000 market cap when Becker didn't get in for another 10x. And this allows you to stop being exit liquidity if you're trading in crypto and allows
Great chart.
you to enter at a way earlier range in the narrative cycle. The link to this is in the description below. We track about 10 plus influencers and dozens of wallets and portfolios.
Good stuff. I'm going to pause it here. So that is across the Rubicons. Buy $1,000 of this meme coin and wait 90 days. I think it's a great video. It's a great way of taking Murad's thesis and extrapolating it, adding some examples, charts, things like that. Overall, I'm a big fan of SPX 6900. I am buying it. I've got a bag of it. It's starting to become my largest meme coin holding, and I'm starting to I've been Murad pilled, and it seems like Benji has too. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, go down there, drop some love, all of that good stuff. I had a pleasure making this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.